Hey, good morning, guys. It is Saturday morning, and this is part two of the video that was just previously posted. On that video, at that moment, we were hitting a major resistance. We were hitting a major resistance on the 4 hour and the hour time frame where it was at that moment it was rejecting. Okay. And at that time, I said what it would take in order to reverse that is um, strong momentum, volatility, in order to be able to close above those bearish fair value gaps. And in fact, that is exactly what happened. So I just kind of want to show this. Let's try to zoom in if that helps a little bit. Okay. All right. So right now, currently, this is the 4 hour time frame. And here, right here, I marked out a 4 hour bearish fair value gap. And fortunately, it was able to close above this 4 hour candle. Okay. Uh, so this right here was able to close over this and above that previous or that old 4 hour bearish fair value gap. Okay. Not only did it close above, right, what it has created was or is another 4 hour bullish fair value gap. Okay. So let me just let me get rid of all of this. Let's get rid of all of this. So make sure you can see this. All right. So let me get rid of this one as well. Okay. So right here, this box right here was the bearish 4 hour FVG. Okay. And a candle was able to close above it. Not only did that candle close above it, but it was able to sweep from that closure. It was able to sweep all of these highs, all of these highs. It was able to sweep all of these highs, right? And clearly it rejected. Clearly it rejected up here. I would have to look on another time frame, but I believe this box right here is a 1 hour bearish fair value gap where it rejected at, whatever the case may be. So from the closure above this candle, a new 4 hour bullish fair value gap has been created. I'm just gonna mark that so you can see. And I'm gonna actually, let's get rid of this. No, we're gonna keep that. Because what I am anticipating is for come Monday, right? Come Monday, I am anticipating for the first fresh 4 hour candle for it to come down to this box right here. And of course, again, this is where the bullish, oh, hold on a second, guys. Look at that green, as you can tell. All right, so this is Okay. So what I am anticipating for it to do is to come down into this box. It may drop down to the previous bearish fair value gap, whatever the case may be. What I am anticipating, which actually would be the halfway, 50% of this candle. um, what I'm expecting for it to do is it's either going to respect here or it's going to dig deep and come down into this box and reverse back up. So, and run all the way up here to these highs. So right here, this would be the next area, POI, point of interest, which is another 4 hour bearish FVG. Okay. And so come Monday, Tuesday, I'm anticipating for it to drop down into this box. This box is obviously going to support it because it is bullish. And for it to come all the way up here. Okay. And possibly reject. Possibly reject. Okay. It just depends on what the market is given on Monday. I'm not sure if there's news on Monday. Um, so yeah, so for next week, Monday, um, it will be a green day. It will be a bullish day. Okay. And so my positions that I'm going to be looking at to take would be longs. Let's look on this 1 hour. Alrighty. So, and then same thing here, right? So I had marked out here. This is on the 1 hour time frame. This was a 1 hour bearish fair value gap. As you see, this candle and this candle swept and was able to close above, right? Not only did it close above, but again, same thing like the 4 hour, it swept all of these highs. It swept all of this. You see these little wicks? It swept all of that, okay? And this red line right here, this red line right here would be a breaker, a bearish breaker, where it swept up but then rejected. And this would have been end of day, okay? And so same thing, right? What I am anticipating is um for it to, now see what's interesting is, let's see, on this 1 hour we have a very tiny fair value gap that's probably going to reject. So same thing. On Monday, I am anticipating for it to be able to come back down here because remember, the higher time frames is always going to be what the overall market is doing. Okay, so on a lower time frame, in that moment, it could be bearish, but if the higher time frame shows that it's bullish, then it will be bullish. Okay, whatever the case, I am anticipating for come Monday, for 1 hour candle to come into this area, okay, and reverse back up and retest all of these little wicks. It's the resistance area. Retest these wicks, push through, and again, it's going to possibly come up here and test this 1 hour bearish fair value gap. So again, Um, bullish is my bias. Let's look at a 30-minute. So same thing, whatever has taken place on the higher time frame is also going to take place on a lower time frame. So we could just look here, right, guys? So um where I have it marked out at, same thing. This is a 30-minute time frame. We have a 30-minute bearish fair value gap that, of course, was inverse. Um, Not only did it inverse, but it also swept all of these highs and closed above. And so, same thing, I am expecting for it to come back down to the area in which it inversed. And again, retest all of these highs up here and potentially move up here. Okay. Let's look at the 15-minute. And again, same thing, bearish. Okay. It inversed. And so again, same thing. I'm looking for it to come back down into this area and reverse back up. And I mean, you should be able to see this as well on the 5-minute. Yeah. So same thing, this area right here, it inversed, closed above it. I'm anticipating for it to come back down and reverse back up. So again, bullish, 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 very, very bullish. Let's look at this daily time frame. One thing interesting, look at this. This is so bullish. Now this red candle right here is the previous daily candle. And look at this bullish engulfing candle. It completely swallowed. Okay, it completely swallowed the previous day candle. All right. And if you look, I'm looking to the left. It looked like what it did was we have a bearish order block, a daily bearish order block, right? And that order block was inverse, turning it bullish. And this is the reason why we have the reaction that we do have. So yeah, bullish, bullish, bullish. I'm looking at for a Monday. That is my bias. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great weekend.